Consistency. It's a word often thrown around, yet it holds a power that few fully appreciate. When we think about consistency, we might picture simple routines or regular habits. But true consistency is deeper. It's a transformative force that shapes not just what we do, but who we become. It's a journey that challenges us to embrace small actions, repeated over time, to achieve results that sometimes feel out of reach. Picture this: a mountain climber inching his way up a steep rock face. The climb is slow, the peak shrouded in mist, unreachable. Yet with each determined step, the climber gets closer to his goal. There's nothing flashy about it. Each movement is controlled, calculated, and purposeful. This is consistency in action, an unrelenting focus on the goal sustained by the belief that every small effort, no matter how insignificant it might feel, brings progress. The allure of consistency lies in its simplicity, yet it's one of the hardest things to maintain. When we first set a goal, we're often fueled by a surge of excitement and energy. We're ready to dive in, tackle challenges, and make progress. But after a while, when the initial thrill wears off, consistency is tested. Real growth happens when the excitement fades, and all that remains is a quiet, steady commitment to keep going. Consistency requires resilience, a resilience that often goes unnoticed. Unlike a dramatic transformation or a sudden breakthrough, consistency involves the quiet, often unremarkable choice to keep going. There are no shortcuts. There are no quick fixes, just a steady, daily commitment. And it's in these small, almost invisible acts of showing up day after day that greatness is forged. Consistency demands that we resist the urge to give up when things get tough, and that we stay the course, even when the results are slow. Think of it like a river cutting through rock. A river doesn't cut its way through solid stone in a single moment of brute force. Rather, it's the constant, gentle flow of water that wears down the rock, shaping it over time. Consistency works the same way. We may not see the immediate results of our efforts, but over time they accumulate, building a foundation that can withstand even the toughest challenges. One of the most profound aspects of consistency is that it builds character. When we choose to be consistent, we are choosing to be consistent. We are choosing to become someone who values commitment over convenience, someone who places purpose above comfort. We become people who are reliable, dependable, and disciplined. Consistency demands integrity because it requires us to stay true to our goals even when no one else is watching. It requires self-accountability and a strong sense of purpose. But consistency isn't about perfection. In fact, the path to consistency is rarely smooth. There will be days when we falter, days when we miss a step, when life gets in the way. But true consistency isn't about never making mistakes. It's about having the resilience to get back on track, to pick up where we left off, and to keep moving forward. The power of consistency lies in the commitment to keep showing up, even when we feel like giving up. What makes consistency so difficult is that it's often a lonely path. It's easy to stay consistent when others are watching, when we have external support or validation. But true consistency is internal. It's something we choose for ourselves, regardless of whether others notice. In the quiet moments, when no one else is around to see our effort, consistency is tested. It's in these moments that we either choose to press forward or let go of our commitment. Consider the story of the bamboo tree. When a bamboo seed is planted, it requires years of consistent care, watering, nurturing, and protecting. For years, nothing appears to happen. The seed remains buried, showing no signs of growth. But then, almost miraculously, the bamboo tree shoots up, growing at an astonishing rate. In a matter of weeks, it reaches heights that once seemed impossible. This rapid growth didn't happen by chance. It was the result of years of consistent, unseen effort that laid the foundation for extraordinary transformation. Consistency is the same. We may not always see the results right away. In fact, there will be times when our progress feels invisible. But just like the bamboo tree, our efforts are building a strong foundation, setting the stage for breakthroughs that will come in due time. The process can be frustrating, even disheartening, but if we stay the course, we will eventually see the fruits of our labor. In our fast-pacing world, we're constantly bombarded with images of success and achievement. We see the results, but rarely the process. We admire the athlete who wins the championship, the artist who creates a masterpiece, the entrepreneur who builds a thriving business. But behind every success story is a journey marked by consistent effort, countless hours of practice, and an unwavering commitment to a goal. Success isn't the result of a single moment of inspiration. It's the product of persistent effort, maintained over time. Consistency also teaches us patience. In a world that values instant gratification, the ability to wait, to endure, and to trust the process is a rare but invaluable trait. Consistency reminds us that real progress is often slow, that meaningful growth doesn't happen overnight. It challenges us to embrace the journey, to find meaning in each small step, and to remain patient even when results seem distant. Patience, paired with consistency, is a powerful combination capable of moving mountains and achieving goals that once seemed impossible. There's a misconception that consistency is boring, that it lacks excitement or creativity. But in reality, consistency is incredibly dynamic. Each day brings new challenges, new obstacles, and new opportunities to learn and grow. Consistency requires adaptability. It challenges us to keep going, even when circumstances change, even when the path becomes difficult. It demands that we find new ways to stay motivated, that we push through obstacles, and that we remain committed to our goals, no matter what. In the end, consistency is a choice to value progress over perfection, effort over results, and resilience over comfort. It's a commitment to our own growth, a decision to invest in ourselves, and a promise to never give up on our dreams. It's not easy, and it's not always rewarding in the short term, but it's the only path to lasting success. If there's one thing to remember about consistency, it's this: the journey is the reward. Every small step, every day of effort, every moment of persistence brings us closer to who we want to be. And while the results may not always be visible, the growth is happening. Consistency shapes us, builds us, and ultimately defines us. So, if you have a goal, a dream, or a vision for your life, commit to consistency. Embrace the journey, trust the process, and know that every step, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction.